Hello dear students, today I will discuss about properties of Laplace transform. There are many properties of Laplace transform because we have to find Laplace transform of functions, different type of functions, combination of two or three functions in product or so. Uh, these properties are very useful for solving problem. So first property is linearity. Linearity of Laplace transform. Okay. First, linearity means Laplace transform of constant, suppose constant first function plus constant second function and third constant, suppose f3t. That means the combination of functions f1, f2, f3 by multiplied by constants abc plus or minus, this type of combination, this is equals to linearity property. Means operator is distributed and constants may be taken outside of the transform. So a l f1t plus b f2t minus c f3t. This is linearity property. Linearity property means operator. This is Laplace operator. You know, whenever we apply Laplace operator on a function, then what is our definition? LFT equals to what? A function 0 to infinity e to the power minus st ft dt. Okay, this is also denoted either f bar s or fs. So remember it always. This is our definition. Okay, so Laplace operator, this is operate on this function, gives this value. By this integral, we can get value of this as a function of s, denoted by either f bar s or capital Fs. Okay, so this is our main definition. So remember it. Now, linearity property, linearity of Laplace transform. That means this operator is a linear operator. Linear operator means this operator may be distributed in this combination and constant taken outside of the transform. Proof is very simple, because if we take this total value in place of ft, then this value will be here, and then we can multiply it with minus st to the function and distribute it integral and then separate it. We can get like this. Okay, so remember it. This is our first property for Laplace transform. Second property, very important property. Second property is very important property, that is called first shifting property, first shifting theorem or first shifting property. Okay, so first first shifting property or theorem property. First shifting property. Okay. So remember this definition always. So first shifting property is if Laplace transform of ft equals to, either you can write capital S, Fs, or F bar S. Okay. If Laplace transform of this is equals to this, then shifting property gives result like this: e to the power at ft means function multiplied by e to the power at. This is equals to, if LFT equals to this, then this is equals to function of f bar. In place of s, you have to write only s minus a. Okay, whenever e to the power at is multiplied to ft. Clear? So if we know Laplace transform of ft, then we can find Laplace transform of this as this. What? If it's Laplace transform of f bar s, then just replace s by s minus a. So this is first shifting property. Proof is very simple. Proof is very simple in such a way that, suppose for Laplace transform of e to the power at ft by our original definition, this is equals to what? This is total function. So e to the power minus st in definition, and this is total function e to the power at ft dt. This is by definition, original definition. You can write like this: 0 to infinity, combine these two, e to the power minus s minus a t, you can combine like this, ft dt. So s minus a is constant in the sense of integration. So you can suppose this is a single quantity, that is 0 to infinity e to the power minus rt ft dt, where capital R equals to s minus a, constant quantity. So this is equals to, according to the definition of Laplace transform, this is equals to what? Laplace transform of ft here will be R, because our original definition is, according to original definition here s, if here s, then f bar s, here R, then f bar R, and f bar R equals to, f bar R means s minus a. This is our proof, simple proof. So this property is very, very useful for finding Laplace transform of different type of functions. Okay. So remember it. If LFT equals to this, then e to the power at is multiplied by, then only replace s by s minus a. So by using this first shifting property, we can write our basic formula like this. Suppose we know Laplace transform of 1 is, Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. So we can suppose like this: Laplace transform of we also know that Laplace transform this is equals to 1 upon s minus a. That is e to the power at into 1, and Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. So 1 by s in place of s minus a. Similarly, we know Laplace transform of t to the power n. T to the power n equals to what? N factorial upon s to the power n plus 1. So if we multiply it by e to the power at, then Laplace transform of this is equals to what? N factorial upon s minus a power n plus 1. Okay, where n is integral. Similarly, sin at, we know Laplace transform of this is equals to a upon s square plus a square. So if we multiply this, suppose here b, confusing. So b sin bt means b upon s square plus b square. So e to the power at, if we multiply this function by e to the power at, then Laplace transform of this is equals to what? B upon s square plus b square. S means s minus a. Here e to the power at is multiplied by shifting property. So s minus a square plus b square. Similarly, you can write for cos, sin, Laplace transform of e to the power at cos bt equals to s upon s square plus b square. So s means s minus a by this shifting property. So s minus a upon s minus a square plus b square. In a similar fashion, you can write for the value for the hyperbolic sine or hyperbolic cos. That is, if we know the Laplace transform of ft, Laplace transform of ft, fs, f bar s, then if ft is multiplied by e to the power at, then you have to replace s in the transform s by s minus a. So that's why this. Similarly, suppose e to the power at, then hyperbolic sine bt equals to what? B upon s minus a square minus b square, because in hyperbolic sine there will be minus sign. Similarly, Laplace transform of e to the power at hyperbolic cos bt equals to b upon hyperbolic cos, so s minus a upon s minus a square minus b square. So these are the direct application of shifting theorem to the transform of elementary functions. Clear? So these are very useful for solving questions. Take a questions. Find Laplace transform of t sin 80. Suppose t sin 80. Laplace transform t sin 80. Okay, we have to find Laplace transform of t sin 80. So our basic formula, you know, our basic formula is, these are the formula, and also transform of elementary functions. For finding Laplace transform of this, there are many methods, but at the initial stage, for this, what we do? Laplace transform of t sin at. You can write, there are 2-3 methods for finding Laplace transform. First method is using shifting property. You can prove t sin at means e to the power iat minus e to the power minus iat upon 2i. You know, this is the value of sin at. You can write by x in the form of exponential form. Okay, so this is equals to, this can be right Laplace 1 upon 2i, constant term. This is constant term 1 upon 2i. Clear? Now t into this product and distribute by using linear property. So we can get like this: Laplace transform of t e to the power iat minus Laplace transform of t e to the power minus iat. Clear? By using this property, here t power n, here t power 1, and e to the power iat means at in place of a, ia. So this can be written like this: 1 upon 2i. This is equals to, just compare with it. So here t power 1 factorial. So 1 upon s minus a power n plus 1. So a means ia. So s minus ia power n plus 1 means 1 plus 1 2 square. Okay, minus. Similarly, this can be used here, minus ia, so sign will be plus sign. So here 1 upon s plus ia power 2. This is by using this shifting property. So this is equals to 1 upon 2i. Now taking LCM, we can solve like this: what? S minus ia square, s plus ia square, here s plus ia square minus s minus ia square. So solving it, 1 upon 2i s square minus a square plus 2i as minus s square plus a square minus 2i as upon a square both. So s minus ia, s plus ia, a minus b plus into a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. So a square, I square means minus 1, so a square plus b square. So s square plus a square square. Okay, it is clear. So now solving further, this is equals to 1 upon 2i s square cancel, minus a square and here minus I square. So also here will be minus sign. Okay, minus sign. Then this two quantity are cancel out to this 4ias upon s square plus a square square. Okay, so this is equals to 2 cancel 2as upon s square plus a square square. So this is our final answer. Laplace transform of this is equals to 2as upon s square plus a square square. Okay, so Here we use shifting property. Also, you can find its this transform by using multiplication rule, and also there is a simple rule. How can we get sin 80? Sin 80 can we get by using also this type of relation you can use for getting result. Find Laplace transform of t e to the power iat. Clear? Laplace transform of this. Finding Laplace transform of this, and then by comparing real and imaginary parts you can get also Laplace transform of this like this. How? See here how can do it. Suppose this is shifting property. Shifting property is very important, so remember always. Okay, so Laplace transform of this is equals to, you can find like by shifting property, direct apply shifting property, Laplace transform of e to the power iat into t. That means what? This is e to the power at ft. Ft means t. Laplace transform of t, since Laplace transform of t is equals to what? 1 upon s square. So, since this Laplace transform of t is 1 upon s square, so by using shifting property here, we can write this is equals to 1 upon, in place of s minus ia, s minus ia square. Clear? Now, we also know that left side t sin I theta, e to the power I theta, you know, e to the power I theta equals to what? Cos theta plus I sin theta, Euler formula. We also know this, so you can write this is equals to what? Cos at plus I sin at. This is our left side, or this is our right side, s minus ia square. By solving right side as a complex number, real plus complex, real plus I into imaginary part, you can, equating real and imaginary parts, you can get the Laplace transform of t cos at, t sin at also. Okay. You can also find this transform by using shifting property as earlier I have solved. So, this is another method only. So, here Laplace transform of t cos at as a linear property plus I constant, Laplace transform of t sin at. So, this is left side. Okay, this is real plus I into imaginary. So here you can also solve it. How? Multiplied by s plus ia upon s plus ia upon s plus ia square in numerator and denominator for removing I. Its conjugate s plus ia. Because there here square, so square quantity multiplied in numerator and denominator. So solving it, numerator s square plus minus a square plus 2ia s upon this two quantity gives s square plus a square square. Now by equating real and imaginary part, real part is equating real and imaginary part. We get what? Here real part, this Laplace transform of t cos at. This is real part. Here real part, h square minus a square upon this. H square minus a square upon h square plus a square square. And imaginary part, Laplace transform of t sin at. T sin at equals to 2as upon h square plus a square. So by equating real and imaginary parts, we got this Laplace transform of this, also Laplace transform of this. There is also another method is there, multiplication rule, which I will discuss later. Okay, so shifting property is very, very important, so remember it. And this type of questions are important for exam. Okay. Now Laplace transform of derivatives of ft. Okay, that is, this is our function ft. Derivative of ft means f dash t. So Laplace transform of derivative. Laplace transform of derivative. So L f t f L f dash t equals to single derivative s f bar s minus f 0. This is for first derivative. If LFT equals to Fs bar, then means Laplace transform of Ft is F bar s, then Laplace transform of F dash t equal to S F bar s minus F 0. This is for first derivative. Very simple proof, and we can find also for another derivative. How can we prove it? F dash t direct using definition of Laplace transform. We have formula by using original definition of Laplace transform. F dash t, this is equals to 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f dash t dt. This is my original definition of Laplace transform. F dash t in place of ft, f dash t. So now solving this integral by using by parts method, this is second function and this is first function. So integrate it. F dash t, first function e to the power minus st, integration of second function, integration of f dash t is ft. So ft 0 to infinity limit minus 0 to infinity derivative of first function, this with respect to t, that means s is constant, so minus s e to the power minus st, this is derivative of e to the power minus st with respect to t, and integration of this ft dt. Okay, here 0 to infinity, here 0 to infinity. Whenever we put here, actually first limit will be limit t tending to infinity. We can write also like this. Limit t tending to infinity e to the power minus st ft. We cannot put infinitive direct at in place of t. So this value at t equals to infinity means t tending to infinity. Okay, this minus at in place of t you have to put 0 e to the power minus s into 0 into f 0. This is first value. Here minus plus s common outside of the integral e to the power minus st ft dt. From here we can find value as e to the power minus st 1 upon e to the power st 1 upon e to the power infinitive 1 upon infinitive equals to 0. That means this value will be 0. So 0 minus here it is minus 0 means 1 f0 plus s f bar s, because this is our definition of Laplace transform of ft fs bar. So finally we get what? S f bar s minus f0 L of f dash t. This is our first Laplace transform of first derivative of ft equals to this. Very important formula. So remember it. By using this we have to solve differential equation, because Laplace transform, the main benefit of Laplace transform is what? Solving differential equation. Differential equation can be solved by using Laplace transform. One thing is very important, that Laplace transform is useful for solving boundary value initial value problem directly. Directly means what? Whenever we solve some differential equation, there will we get some constants, and then applying the condition initial condition or boundary condition, and we have to find value of the constant and then put that constant in the solution, and finally we get the solution. But here we are not requiring the solving differential equation first in terms of constants. We can direct solve that differential equation for initial or boundary value problem. That is the main benefit of Laplace transform. That's why we are study about this for engineering problems. Okay, so remember it. This first derivative test. Similar, in a similar fashion, if we use here double derivative, repeatedly use this formula, we can get like this. This is for first derivative. Now for second derivative you can write like this: Laplace transform of f double dash t s square f bar s minus s f s square s 1, and then this of 0 minus f dash 0. Okay, this will be the formula. Similarly, if triple dash, then we can get SQ F bar S minus S square. S square, S bar 1, SQ, S square, as here F of 0 minus F of dash 0 minus F of double dash 0, this type of formula. So nth derivative formula, we can write Laplace transform of nth derivative. How can we write the formula? Same, Laplace transform of nth derivative of t is equals to s power n 3 3 2 2 n n f bar s Laplace transform of ft minus f s power n minus 1 f 0 s power n minus 2 f dash 0 s power n minus 3 f double dash 0 and so on minus f n minus 1 dash 0. Okay, so third here 2, second here first here nil, n here n minus 1. So this is the general formula for Laplace transform of derivatives. Very useful formula. So remember it. Okay, that is Laplace transform of derivatives. Now Laplace transform of integral. Laplace transform of integral. Laplace transform of this formula is used for solving differential equation, which I will discuss later on the topic. Okay, now here also one thing, Laplace transform of integral, that is if LFT equals to f bar s, Laplace transform is this, then Laplace transform of integral of f t. Here FU du 0 to t limit definite integral. After solving we get function of t. So Laplace transform of this is equals to Laplace transform of this integral is equals to Laplace transform of this integral equals to 1 upon s f bar s. In case of Laplace transform of derivative of ft, we see that Laplace transform of f dash t is equals to what? S f bar s minus f0. Roughly we can see it as Laplace transform of first derivative is equals to product of Laplace transform of ft by s. That is multiplication of s to the Laplace transform of ft, roughly, if this is nil. Then here also Laplace transform of integral is equals to division of Laplace transform of ft by s. Okay, so we can solve it very simple. To prove it, let this is equals to this integral 0 to t fu du. We know that after solving, value of this is a function of t. So let phi t equals to this. Okay. Then if we differentiate it, phi dash t is equals to ft and this phi dash t equals to differentiate it with limit. So phi dash t equals to ft and phi 0 equals to 0. Clear? Phi dash t equals to. Now Laplace transform of phi dash t, just previous formula, Laplace transform of first derivative is equals to s Laplace transform of phi bar s, means similar L f dash t equals to what? S f bar s, f in place of s here phi minus f 0. So use now Laplace transform of first derivative of phi t is equals to this minus phi 0 by using just previous formula, derivative first derivative, Laplace transform of first derivative. Now this is equals to, if this, then we get like this. So phi 0 equals to 0, that is s phi bar s. Here we are requiring Laplace transform of, from here we see that Laplace transform of phi dash t means ft. Phi dash t equals to ft equals to s phi bar s, implies phi bar s equals to 1 by s LFT. LFT means 1 by s f bar s. So this is the formula. Phi bar s means Laplace transform of, phi bar s means Laplace transform of, phi bar s means Laplace transform of phi t 1 by s f bar s. So finally we get the formula Laplace transform of phi t means integral. So Laplace transform of phi t means Laplace transform of this integral is equals to 1 by s fs bar. Okay, so this is Laplace transform of integrals of f. Okay, this formula is very important for finding derivative Laplace transform value of integration also, and for solving questions. Okay, so remember it. So this is the formula for Laplace transform of integral. Now Laplace transform of TFT. TFT means Laplace transform of the function multiplied by t. Okay, multiplication by t. That is, we have to find formula for TFT, Laplace transform of TFT. Okay, multiplication by t. Very, very important formula. By using this, maximum questions may be solved. Okay, so for solving this TFT, this is equals to minus 1 dy ds f bar s. This is our formula where LFT equals to Fs bar, means Laplace transform of Ft is Fs bar, F bar s, then L of TFT equals to this. Very simple proof. How can we prove it? Using definition. By direct definition, we can solve this. Okay. Here, one formula is very, very important. Differentiation under integral sign. I think you are studied about it in second semester. Okay. So, using that formula, we can find this result. Here, we know that F bar s, that is Laplace transform of Ft, is equals to 0 to infinity e to the power minus st Ft dt. First derivative here, so we have to differentiate it both sides. So differentiate with respect to s, on both sides. We get here d by ds f bar s d by ds integral of 0 to infinity e to the power minus st ft dt. Just differentiate on both sides. You know the formula differentiation under integral sign. By using differentiation under integral sign, integral sign, rule, Leibniz rule, that is Leibniz rule. What? Differentiation go out in derivative go inside the integral and convert it partial derivative, just like this, dy dx dy dt of integral a to b f of xt dt. So, f of x dx. Suppose differentiation with respect to t. This is integral with respect to x. Here t is like parameter. So differentiation with respect to t. So this integral go inside and convert in del by del t, del by del t, del by del t of this function of two variable x and t. Okay, and dx. This is the rule. By using differentiation under integral sign rule. Okay, dy dt a to b fx dx fx t means function of two variable x and t. Here integration with respect to x, t as a parameter, so dy dt goes inside the del by del t. This by using this rule here go inside and del by del h of e to the power minus s t with respect to s f t is independent for this partial derivative. So we can write like this. This is equals to 0 to infinity with respect to s. So t will be constant for partial derivative. So minus t e to the power minus st. This is the partial derivative. And ft dt. Okay. Now minus outside 0 to infinity e to the power minus st and tft. So this is by using definition of Laplace transform in place of ft, here tft, and remaining are same 0 to infinity minus t tft dt. That is Laplace transform. This is Laplace transform of tft. So this is equals to minus of Laplace transform of tft. Okay. So we get the formula. This how Laplace transform of tft minus n transfer on this side dy ds f bar s, or minus n one times, so minus 1 to the power 1, minus 1 times. Okay, this is formula. This is the formula, very important formula. Whenever we know about Laplace transform of ft like this, then Laplace transform of tft given by this. Clear? By successively proceeding, we can find result as similarly we can get L 1 times 2 times ft. Here minus 1 to the power 2. Here 1 times, 2 times, and double derivative d2 by ds square f bar s. By similarly proceeding, we can get like this. Similarly, if cube, then power 3, third derivative. That is, general formula is general formula is generally we can get L of Laplace transform of t to the power n ft equals to minus 1 to the power n, and nth derivative with respect to s of f bar s. Clear? So this is general formula. A very important formula. Now we will solve questions by using this formula. Okay. So find the Laplace transform of solving a questions by using Laplace transform of multiplication rule. Okay. So find Laplace transform of t square cos 80. Suppose we have to find this. What? Laplace transform of t square cos 80. Clear? For solving this, we can adopt any of the rule, but here we get this formula t to the power n Laplace transform of ft equals to minus 1 to the power n, nth derivative of f bar s, where f bar s equals to LFT, Laplace transform LFT. So we know this formula. So here in place of n, 2, in place of ft cos 80, if we know LFT, that is L cos 80, then we can get LT square cos 80 by using this formula. Clear? So here we know that Laplace transform of cos 80 is elementary transform s upon s square plus a square. Clear? We know that this is 80 ft. You can suppose this is ft. So by using this formula, we have to write like this. We know that this. So by using star means this. L of Laplace transform of t power n t power 2 ft cos 80 minus 1 to the power n, that means 2, dn means d2 upon ds2 f s bar, this is fs bar. So s upon s square plus a square. Okay. So now differentiate 2 times, you can get the required result. Here this is equals to minus 1 square means plus dy ds of s upon s square plus a square. Now cos, so s by s square plus a square. So by using quotient rule derivative, we can write like this: Laplace transform of t square cos at equals to d by ds of, here use quotient rule. Quotient rule says what? Square of denominator, s square plus a square, square denominator s square plus a square into differentiation of numerator s1 minus numerator s, differentiation of denominator s square plus a square, derivative with respect to s, 2s, so 2s. Okay. Now proceed. This is equals to d by ds of what? S square plus a square minus 2s square means a square minus s square upon s square plus a square square. Clear? This. Now again differentiate, we can get final result. Again differentiate by quotient rule, s square plus a square power square and square power 4. This is denominator, and here square of denominator, and now denominator s square plus a square, this is denominator, into derivative of numerator means 0 and minus 2s, minus 2s minus numerator a square minus s square into differentiation of denominator, that is this square, 2 of s square plus a square, plus a square into differentiation of this 2s. Okay. So now from here we can see that s square plus a square square, s square plus a square is single term. Okay. S square plus a square square and s square plus a square power 1. One factor can be taken common and cancel out with this. So we can write s square plus a square power 3 because 1 is cancelled out. Now here s square plus a square single quantity minus 2s minus 2 to 4s a square minus s square. Now you can reduce it. Okay, so multiply it, and here minus 2s cube minus 2s cube minus 2s a square minus 4s a square plus 4s cube. Okay, So s square a square power cube equals to, now here you can adjust like this, s a square s a square s a square s a square minus 4 minus 2 minus 6 s a square, okay, and minus 6 s a square 4s cube 2s cube, that is 2s cube upon s square plus a square power cube. So finally you can write by taking common also, s common, so 2s common, s square minus 3 a square upon s square plus a square power 3. So this is Laplace transform of this by using this formula, multiplication formula. Okay, so you can solve it by another method also. Okay, cos 80 equals to e to the power iat plus e to the power minus iat by 2, and product it, and you know the Laplace transform of this by shifting property. You can also use that method, but this is short method. Okay, so this formula are very important, so remember it. Now questions, now I will give questions for attendance. Okay, so note down the questions. First question is, find Laplace transform of first question, find transform of, find Laplace transform of t square e to the power t square e to the power t square e to the power t sine 4t, sine 4t. Okay, this is first question. Second question is, find Laplace transform of, Laplace transform LT, Laplace transform of cos root t upon root t. Third, find Laplace transform of t cube e to the power minus 3t, t cube e to the power minus 3t. Okay, these three questions, you have to solve in your copy. Okay, and make PDF and send to me for your attendance for today's class. Okay, hint is this, for this questions first apply shifting property. You know Laplace transform of this, 4 upon h square plus 16, and then apply e to the power t, e to the power atft, there is shifting property. In place of s minus 1. That will be the Laplace transform of this. Again, suppose this is ft, then t to the power n into ft. By applying multiplication rule. Okay, so you can find Laplace transform of this. Okay, second, for this question, use cosine series. Cos theta equals to theta power 0 minus theta power 2 by 2 factorial plus theta power 4 by 4 factorial minus theta power 6 by 6 factorial and so on, cos series. And you can get the value as power of t, and also the t power half in denominator. So take it in numerator and you can find the value of like this, t power 3 by 2, 1 by 2 and so on. Then apply formula gamma n plus 1 upon s to the power n plus 1 of Laplace transform of t to the power n using this rule, and then you can summarize it. Okay, just like previous questions in previous class. Okay, so solve it. And third question is this, it is also by using multiplication rule, just like that. Okay, you know it's Laplace transform, then apply it to the power n ft dt Laplace transform. Okay, these three questions are for your attendance, so reply it today before 5:30. Okay.